Hi guys, good morning, happy Monday. The sun is shining today, I'm so happy. I'm going to give people a few minutes to come on. I've not sent out a link to an event for this. I just thought I would just come on, and people, I feel like sometimes when if you create an event, it makes people feel like they need to be there at that time, and that's not the case. So I don't want people to feel like they're missing out, or it doesn't matter, whenever you see this, it's going to be the right time for you to see it. So I hope we're all doing well and looking after yourselves. It's so sunny here today where I am. It's amazing. Blue skies, bright sunshine, always makes me feel really good. So I just wanted to come on today. I said that I was going to be sharing some things in here as well, as on my Facebook page and Instagram. But I wanted to pull some cards. First of all, I'm going to pull those from this deck. I love working with this deck. It's called The Secret Language of Light. I feel like for quite a while now, I feel like I've been working with the energy of light and the rainbow. And I just am getting so many messages of guidance and support through those two doors of connection. Hi Vicky, nice to see you. So I'm going to pull some cards from there today. I'm going to pull them basically with the intention of hi Eve, nice to see you. I'm going to pull them with the intention of what kind of guidance and healing we need right now, and what can best support us. So I'm going to be creating a piece of art through this whole experience that we're all having. And so these cards that I'm going to pull will be the beginning of that. So they'll help set the intention for whatever needs to come through. This piece up here, this Buddha, is still not finished. It's a work in progress. But this is something that I channeled through one of my friends who passed away to suicide. It was 3 years ago now, in January, that he passed away. And I received some strong guidance from him to create something, and I didn't know what it was going to be. He was also a creative. He was an illustrator, and he used to work a lot with his illustrations through like trying to convey a message in a way that other people would understand, or where he was also able to express his own voice. And I received guidance. The way I received the initial guidance for this was, I can share some pictures actually with you. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have already seen them, because I did like a story on it. But basically I'd bought this canvas here, which was blank. It was a blank canvas, and I was actually bought it with the intention of creating something for our hallway near at the top of the stairs. And I'd got this canvas out, and it was still, I'd taken the wrap off, but it was in the living room, and I was on the sofa, and I was just lying there, just taking a few minutes, silence or rest or whatever. And there was no sun on this particular day. There was no sunshine. But there was this shadow, as if there was sun shining on the canvas, and it basically looked like my friend Patrick. It looked like his kind of silhouette. I will share the pictures so you can see what I'm talking about. And I was like, I wonder what that I didn't really know what it was. So I sat with it for quite a while, and I just just didn't try and force anything to come. I was just trying to understand what the message was and why I'd received this image on this canvas, which was blank, and there was no sun. So what was creating the shadow is really strange. And I sat with it, and I decided to just open up the portal for it to come through. So later on that day, I set up some space, sacred space. If I'm doing channeled art, I always create sacred space to do it. And I set up this space to start working on this canvas, or to start allowing the messages to come through. And slowly I'll show you the pictures. I will post them in here, just so you can kind of see the unfolding of this. I didn't intend for it to be a Buddha. It wasn't at all intentional. It's just the messages I kept getting throughout the process, and layer upon layer what kept coming through, and I just kept following the, you know, the footsteps, just working from one moment to the next and not trying to force anything, and just allowing it to come through. And this is still, like I say, it's still a work in progress, but there's so much medicine in this painting. Like I can't actually convey. I don't even know if on here it doesn't quite capture that medicine. I mean, you will be receiving it, but I don't know if you can quite see the illumination of it. But anyway, I digress. I just wanted to say that I'm going to be channeling another piece of art around the same principles, allowing for messages to come through. And so the cards that I'm going to pull today will be based on that intention and the healing that we need right now. And the messages that we can receive through that I will keep sharing with you as it unfolds. So I'm going to do that. I also want to just say a few other things about like cultivating your own creative practice, because I think especially at the moment during these times when you know, it's uncertain what's going to happen. We don't really know, you know, if we're going to be quarantined at home. We're going to be spending a lot of time in isolation, either on our own or with family, or, you know, whoever you live with. But I think it's a really important time to dig really deep, and to do the things that light you up and the things that bring you joy. So creativity is a really amazing... Cultivating a creative practice is a really amazing way to establish a connection with your soul, and with, you know, all these messages that need to come through from your higher self, from source, from creation, and to just give you time, like, to rest your thinking mind, to kind of engage more in your right brain and give your left brain a bit of a break from overthinking and worrying and fear and anxiety and all the rest of it. Just give it a break. And something I've been doing, so I mean, obviously I do art, but I used to be a designer, and I used to be a seamstress, and one thing that I really love to do is slow stitching. So at the moment I'm working on this, it's just, again, it's moment by moment, colour by colour, so I'm just piecing hexagons together where they either complement or contrast in colour or pattern. So I've got so much fabric at home, it's crazy. But I've been making all these little squares, they're hexagons. And then, so I've got like a selection to choose from, you know, as I'm going. So, and even making these, it's so simple. They're so easy to do, and it's all hand sewing, so it's nothing... You know, it's just really nice, and it helps you get in the moment. It takes you out of that crazy worry thought process and gets you back into yourself, into your own body in the present moment, and it just really switches off your brain so that you can just engage in some stillness and some quiet time for yourself. So I would, if you like doing anything like that, I know some people like to do like knitting or crochet, or, you know, cross stitch, or for me, like, normally hand sewing and painting are the things that I love to do the most. But it was just to give you a bit of a, you know, bit of guidance, really. If you feel like you want to do something, then, you know, do something like that. And the colours are so healing. There's so much healing as well in this process. The colours in there, the things you'll find, you're drawn to certain colours at a certain time, and because you're spending time on doing it, you're sewing it together, you're able to sit still in peace and silence and absorb all of that in. So I would highly recommend having a go at doing that if you have some fabrics lying around at home. if you don't, then you can, I have loads of fabrics, so if anyone is interested in me sending out some packs, then I can do that if you need something to, you know, keep your brain out of the busy mode and just to so your body and your mind can just relax and just be. So what else was I going to share with you? I was going to share with you, actually, before I pull the cards, I've got this lovely book which is called Self-Love by Akal Pritam, and it's all kind of illustrations and things that she's done herself in there. It's a lovely book, and it's got loads of most of you will know that I love working with the chakras, and it's got lots of guidance to work with your chakras, and you know, just looking after your kind of well-being, really. But it's a lovely book. But there's a page that I opened up on today. So sometimes, although I pull cards, oracle cards, I sometimes I've got quite a few books that I'll also use as an oracle, and this is one of them. So I just, you know, sat with the book, held it for a while, and then I opened it up on a page, and the page that I came upon was this one. So you can see that there, that's one of her pieces. And then there's some words here on the side, so I just want to read these because I felt like this is obviously a message that needed to come through today. So it says, ground to Mother Earth, feel the pulse of the Holy Grail that runs through her songlines. Feel it rise up through your nadis and into your heart and down through your fingers, reigniting your love for life itself and the sovereign human experience. Satanama. By chanting Satanama, we imprint the evolutionary code of the universe into our human psyche. Sa is the beginning, infinity, the totality of everything that ever was or will be. Ta is life, existence and creativity that manifests as infinity. Na is death, change and the transformation of consciousness. Ma is rebirth, regeneration and resurrection, which allows us to consciously experience the joy of the infinite. I just thought that was a really appropriate thing that you know, popped up today, so I just wanted to share that with you. And there's the image again. It's beautiful. She does some lovely art, and the kind of, you know, sentiments behind the things that she shares are amazing. So that's that. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to pull these cards. I'm not sure, I don't know whether I wanted to pull just one or whether I will pull a series of, like, sometimes I pull 3, so it'll either be 1 or 3 or maybe 5, I don't know, but whatever the message that comes through for these, so there's one, I will make sure that I'm gonna do like I say, a painting. Hi Ellie, nice to see you. I was just saying that the reason I'm pulling these cards is because I'm going to do another channel piece of art based around what is going on at the moment and the support that we can receive. These cards are definitely, know they want to come out. I've got 3 there. Let me just see if there's any more. I kind of like doing 3. I feel like 3 is a good 3 is a good number. But I'm just gonna sit with these and just see if I need to pull any more. Just hold them to my heart. But yeah, Ellie, I'm just saying that I'm going to pull these cards for, I don't know if you're still here actually, I know people keep jumping on and off, for this new channel piece of art that I'm going to do. And I want to kind of help set the intention with, you know, pulling something together that's going to be a message for all of us. I feel like that's enough. That's what I needed to pull. So the first card we got is this one, Inner Voice. These cards are absolutely beautiful. Inner Voice. I think that's, I will read what it says in the book, but I think we all really need to tune into our own inner voice at the moment. I think so many people are, getting wrapped up in the energy that other people are creating, the fear, the anxiety, the worry, and getting wrapped up in all of that and not listening to themselves and what they feel and believe and actually what they want to experience, because I'm sure nobody wants to experience fear and worry. Hi Bambi, nice to see you, thanks for joining. You guys that are just joining, you can always go back and watch from the beginning because I've shared quite a bit already. But yeah, I think we all need to tap into our inner voice. We all need to spend time sitting in stillness and silence and just listening within and tuning into our own truth, not into the truth that is being spread around, because that is not necessarily our own truth. We get to choose our own reality. We get to choose that. And as the artist of your own life, you have a blank canvas, which is your life, and you have the tools to create whatever that image is that you want to create for yourself and for everybody else. So inner voice, so that's the first card. The second card was this one, wellness. Well, that's really key, isn't it, right now? Our respiratory health, particularly in our immune systems, need to be strengthened as best they can, given that this virus that is, travelling the globe is attacking that part of our body. We need to make sure that our health is optimum, that we're feeding ourselves good food, consuming good information. It's not just about physical wellness, it's about mental and emotional wellness as well. So again, just, if you look at that image, it's a person who is channeling this light from above, this light from source, from love, from oneness. And it's almost like the body is a temple, it's a channel for whatever we want to bring through, and we have that choice. We can bring through good and positivity and love and compassion, or we can bring through fear and anxiety, worry and stress. And remember that whatever we feel, that ripples out to other people. So I certainly am feeling everyone else's anxiety and fear and worry. I'm not feeling it myself. I'm aware. I've got an awareness that what I am feeling isn't mine. So I'm, working hard to protect my own energy and my own sanity, my own peace of mind, my own wellness, in terms of mind, body and spirit. So I think that's a really important message, is our wellness in all areas, mind, body and spirit, and also the wellness of our planet. I think this whole situation that's happening, there's been quite a lot that's happened this year already in the world, on the planet, and I feel like there's something really important about what's going on at the moment, and the lessons that we can learn from this, and the opportunities that we've got to grow and heal and transform are absolutely incredible if we use them. We've been given this, I feel, this experience as a gift. So that's the second card. And then the final card is Divine Feminine. Oh, Divine Feminine. So I know that everyone in this group is female, and that was through choice initially, because when I started this group, I it was called Soul Star Sisters, and I wanted it to be a place to connect with like-minded women who were on this kind of creative spiritual journey, you know, of like evolution. That's kind of how it started out. I have sort of been toying with the idea of opening up the space to men, because it's always been something that I've felt, you know, that I've enjoyed a balance of masculine and feminine, but that's not happening at the moment. If I do something like that, it would probably be in a separate place. But this is this card, Divine Feminine. This is a message, I believe, for every single person in here to step up into your power, to deal with this situation and your life from your own place of power. I think this whole situation is also giving way to these old patriarchal ways and giving us all opportunities to grow into who we are meant to be here. You know, who we're meant to be in this lifetime as a human being, and how we're here to support each other. So if you have your own messages of, you know, guidance and love and support for other people during this time, if you feel any calling whatsoever to share that, then do it now. There's no safer time than there is right now for you to be you and for you to step into your truth. I strongly feel that is a message for all of us. So these cards then that are going to set the intention for this new piece of artwork, we've got Inner Voice. It's a time to listen in and connect with your own guidance that's coming through you. Have trust and faith in your own intuition. You don't need anyone else to tell you what you need to do or how you need to be, because I'm not you, you're not me, but we are all one, and you have your own you are your own channel for your higher self, and only you can interpret that, nobody else. So really connecting deeply with that, because we're all here to grow and develop, but we're all here to do it together in our own unique way. So listen into your inner voice. Look after your wellness, mind, body and spirit, and the planet. Tune into that. And then Divine Feminine. Rise up into your own power. Operate from a place of your own power. And allow yourself to guide yourself and others through these challenging times. I feel like that's all I need to say today. I hope you will have an amazing day, an amazing week ahead. And I'm sending you all so much love from my part of the world to yours. I hope you've received some guidance from this session today, and I hope it will support you and have inspired you to connect with your own truth and your own power and really utilise that. Sending you love. See you soon.